All right, gentlemen, let's move straight to our next conversation. Let's talk security. Security agencies are stepping up operations across several states to restore sanity in troubled areas. In the southwest, the Amotekun Corps has recorded a success story after rescuing 4 kidnapped victims and arresting 5 suspects linked to the abduction in Ondo State. Amotekun officials say the operation followed sustained intelligence gathering and patrols across vulnerable routes. In Kaduna State, troops of the Nigerian Army have rescued 10 kidnapped women in Sangal local government area of the state. The special operation also led to the recovery of an assault rifle and a portion of ransom money believed to have been collected by the abductors. Now let's share the story of the Amotekun rescue operation with you.
We are parading 5 suspects. 1 on law, breaking of law and order. 4 on kidnapping related cases. On entering the forest reserve where the incident took place, they were confronted and attacked very heavily. At the end of the day, we were able to rescue 4 of the 5 people in the bus that was waylaid and kidnapped. Unfortunately, in an attempt to stop the bus, we heard that they shot the driver first. So the driver died.
Okay, Charles, Amotekun operation, they call it the Lewan Jadi. It appears to be yielding results, isn't it?
I'm particularly happy with the way. I think it's Ondo needs to be giving flowers for what they've done so far. When Amotekun was formed in the southwest, you know, there was Hirori here and there. Then later the thing cooled down. But Ondo, thank God, thanks to the late Governor Akeredolu, who actually stood his ground against even opposition from the federal, that is central government and all that, from also some ethnic groups and all that. Oh, no. He stood his ground, armed them, gave them whatever it would require for them to perform, and is the fruit of what Akeredolu stood for that we are beginning to see today. Ondo, you know, Ondo has forests that extend to Edo and Ogun. But you see, stories that are coming from Ondo State in terms of crime fighting, I think it's something that some states should go copy it and paste in their respective state, so that we can have this peer review amongst the state. They can go, wow, what are you doing differently? Ogun can look at, okay, when you chase them from Ondo State, Ogun takes over from there. Then Oyo, Oshun, and then before you even go to the Midwest, and then, of course. So whatever Ondo is doing now, I think is applaudable, and it's also commendable. And if other states should replicate or even implement or even imitate what they're doing, I think crime fight, just like General Musa said, who is now the Minister of Defense, he said, he talked about Southwest, and he's talked about Southwest in glowing terms. That whatever is happening in Southwest today in terms of fighting of insecurity, that Southwest ought to also be looked at, so that you can imitate what they're doing and see what you can copy from them and paste in the respective the way you're having problems. So for me, I have given flower to Ondo State. Absolutely.
Yes. I mean, for the Amotekun to do this one, this is good intelligence at work, isn't it?
Yes, they've always, Amotekun in Ondo State has always been the pride of the Southwest. And interestingly too, Oyo even has more Amotekun personnel than Ondo State. That is testament to their determination to protect that state, and that state is very big. Oyo State is the size of the entire Southeast. So with forests here and there, so it needs to be protected. The forests need to be policed. They need to smoke out these bad elements. So it's a thing of joy. Usually People get rescued here and there by the army, by the police, by Amotekun, by civilian JTF, but we don't give them the credit. We are more interested in, oh, people have been kidnapped, but people have been released. I've seen even in Kaduna in the last few weeks, I've read stories about people who are released, you know, by the armed forces, enabling them to go and join up with their families. But they don't get the headlines. People are more interested in, oh, this, and indeed there are Nigerians,
they train them.
There are Nigerians, including newsmen and women, who will not be happy unless they see something negative. They think it's a bad day, or their reporters are not working when they don't see the kind of stories that they are looking for.
Banner headlines.
You know, if people get released, government takes some steps. Government uses intermediaries to get people freed. Yeah. They will say they are paying ransom. They will say government knows the bandits. Government is not dealing with the bandits. I know a state where bandits are killed routinely. I saw pictures and I was dazed. The number, these guys are recruiting people. But the feeling you have out there is that nothing is being done. The rate at which they are killing even Boko Haram. If we publish pictures in Borno State, there was one raid after General Abdul Salam took over as theater commander. There was a particular operation in which more than 50 of these guys were killed. I was counting them, those on the ground, and they recovered a lot of weapons. A lot of those stories,
they hardly make the news.
They don't make the headlines. People are more concerned about, oh, the negative stories. That is what people want to see. And that's why today I'm excited that even in Kaduna, in Sanga, they were able to, Sanga is the local government of the deputy governor of Kaduna State.
Oh, okay, the correct one.
Yes, the medical doctor.
Okay.
10
women.
Yes, they got hold of these guys. So we need to encourage them, we need to thank them for their service. But if all we are just interested in is the day soldiers kill 100 Boko Haram, we will not talk. But let Boko Haram kill
one or two
soldiers.
They finish them.
You will say, no, they are not working. And I know these guys work. I know the sacrifices they make.
Sure.
I go out with them. We took risks together. I know these things. But today, at least, I'm happy that we can see what Amotekun is doing. We can see what the Nigerian army is doing. And the efforts are yielding dividends. And across the country, this kind of breakthroughs are happening. It's just like it is, the reality is just that is the negativity that our people are sold on. They don't want, they will even snare when they see such positive stories. Because they think that if we are getting hold of the security situation, that, oh, it's good for Bola Tinubu. It is the well-being of my country that I'm concerned about.
Exactly.
The president is secondary. People don't understand this thing. A president will come, a president will go. Our nation remains.
Sure.
We should be bothered about our nation.
But who loses when people begin to trend?
We all lose.
That's what they should know.
We all lose. People can't be excited only about negativity. That's not humankind.
That's even not.
And even when the army says, "Oh, they've rescued, they've done this,"
they will say,
some don't even believe.
They will say, "No, they didn't do it."
I think it has also to do with the trust deficit. The level of the trust deficit is very high.
No, it's the hunger for negativity more than anything else. I'm telling you, okay, post something today. Post something positive.
I post positive, you hardly get more than 5.
Do you get people commenting?
Right,
they won't comment. But post negative, you see all of them will rush there.
Exactly. All right, gentlemen, ready to go on this quick break. And when we return, the conversation continues. Don't go away.